Today, we're visiting Lakewold Gardens, a beautiful 10-acre estate garden in Lakewood, Washington. It was started by Eulalie Wagner in 1938. The name is a Middle English word meaning lake woods, and that's the setting for this remarkable garden.
We start our visit in the Children's Garden, which is a project of the Pinkerton Family Youth Program, which helps children learn about the preservation and protection of the environment. Each Saturday in the fall, a Green Thumb Explorers workshop is held for children to work in this garden. It provides hands-on experience with weeding, planting, and caring for plants and flowers. Near the veranda at the back of the Wagner house is an Elizabethan knot garden where the boxwood is trimmed to resemble a loose knot. Interweaved in the knot are culinary herbs that add wonderful fragrance. Overlooking Gravelly Lake, the Wagner house has a commanding view, albeit partially masked by the tall wooded gardens. We walk the path deep into the woodland garden to discover more of what Lakewold has to offer. A wonderful waterfall meanders through the levels of this terraced garden room. Many of Lakewold's collection of maple trees line the stream banks. Native oaks, Persian ironwoods, an umbrella pine, and a Chilean flame tree are scattered throughout this room. Thomas Church, one of America's noted landscape architects, visited Lakewold in 1958. He suggested many refinements to Lakewold, including this restful lookout, where you can relax and enjoy the view of the woodland garden and stream. The lookout room and surrounding garden was recognized by the International Gardens for Peace organization as representing the idea of peace as a place for reflection and meditation. Under the famous wolf tree, a multi-branched Douglas fir that's many hundreds of years old, we find a shade garden that's filled with trillium, violets, and poppies. The magnificent Japanese maple planted here was a wedding gift from Eulalie Wagner's mother. The ornate brick walk is lined with spring-blooming flower beds outlined by carefully trimmed boxwood. It runs from the Wagner house sunroom to the tea house. The blue water of the quatrefoil pool on this lazy spring afternoon encourages another couple of visitors to bask in the sunshine. At the end of the brick walk, and framed by several Pacific dogwood trees, is the tea house. We were fortunate to meet local artist Dan Ingram, a talented pen and ink wildlife illustrator from Puyallup, Washington. He was starting a painting of a stone sculpture that sits in the tea house. This remarkable wisteria complements the structure of the veranda on the Wagner house. The pungent fragrance fills the spring air. Inside, the large living room is a popular venue for weddings. The O'Rourke Memorial Library on the first floor of the house, just off the foyer, opens into a courtyard brimming with rhododendrons, camellias, and hellebores. In front of the Wagner house and surrounded by the Circle Drive is the George L. Davis flagpole lawn, a wide open swath of turf that is perfect for an afternoon dance. On the right side of the flagpole lawn is the Asian-influenced Don and Mary Williams Garden Room. This collection of plants includes several Japanese maples, black pines, and a cryptomeria. We start our walking tour of the Circle Drive, which winds its way along a large circle in front of the Wagner house. This garden room is comprised of over 500 different varieties of rhododendrons, interspersed with bunchberry, clovers, and Oregon grapes. Lakewold Gardens is one of the South Sound Lake District's most beautiful gardens.